Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nabila Irgi Rahmawati, and I'm going to introduce you to other members of my group. They are Elisa Oktafiani, Reza Oktavia, Ayesha, and Raisya. And then my friends would like to discuss about 3 pillars in conservation.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayesha Shifa Nazira, and here I want to explain about conservation meaning and conservation at UNNES. In general, conservation means preservation, like preserving the carrying capacity, quality, function, and capability of the environment in a balanced way, referenced by Wahyudi and Sugiharto in 2010. Ordinary people often think that conservation is only about environment and nature, but now the meaning of conservation is wider, so that conservation can be interpreted as an effort to preserve or protect life values as a socially optimal allocation of natural resources over time. The vision of UNNES, or Universitas Negeri Semarang, is to become a conservation-oriented university. This vision is not just an image. UNNES is able to prove it through several activities. An example is in the PKKMB 2022 assignment. UNNES broke the record for cleaning plastic waste in a hybrid by new UNNES students throughout Indonesia. In 2012, through the Rector's Regulation of UNNES, it was stated that conservation-based campus governance was realized through the 7 main pillars of the Conservation University. Then in 2017, UNNES regrouped these pillars into 3 main pillars, where the values of the previous 7 pillars were contained in the 3 newest pillars. The 3 pillars are: the first is conservation of value and character. The second is conservation of art and culture, and the last one is conservation of natural resources and environment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Reza Oktavia. I will read out the values and characters of conservation in UNNES. Students in Conservation University should have conservation attitudes and character. Each faculty at UNNES has created conservation character traits, such as 1. Inspirational. Inspirational value is when a person has an idea or the desire to do something even when they are unaware of the specific inspiration is a quality of character that is shared by students at the Faculty of Education. 2. Humanist. This way of thinking describes a person who values people, works to build better human relationships, and wants to see those relationships come to pass. This strategy is the work of the Faculty of Language and Art students. 3. Care. The ability to heed, pay attention, and care, such as environmental and social care, is the value of caring. This character's bias value comes from social science faculty students. 4. Innovative. The ability to use the mind, imagination, stimulants, and the environment to create new products is referred to as innovative value. Mathematics and natural science students are known for their inventiveness. 5. Creative. This value is the ability to think or act intelligently in order to solve problems and produce new results from something already owned, typically owned by the Department of Engineering at the Faculty of Engineering. 6. Sporty. We can be chivalrous and honest because we value sportsmanship, typically derived from the architectural nature of sports science. 7. Honest. The behavior of an honest person is one who makes an effort to come across as a reliable individual in his statements, deeds, and activities. Students in the economics faculty are honest people. 8. Fair. Fair means to solely supporting the right and not choosing a side, typically held by students at legal schools. Even though these values exist in all architecture, it is a good idea for all of them to have these 8 characters, not just one value for one architecture. However, every student is expected to be able to apply and value the conversation character. Thank you, that's all for me.
The pillars of ethics, art, and culture aim to maintain and develop local ethics, arts, and culture to strengthen national identity. The program for the cornerstone of ethics, arts, and culture is the maintenance and provision of vitality, art, and local culture through the maintenance, documentation, education, dissemination, and promotion of their elements. According to UNESCO, art conservation is an attempt to slow or prevent the death of certain arts. Traditional arts passed down from one generation to another can be cut off and die. UNNES must prevent the death of traditional arts by making a conscious effort to document and teach traditional arts to the next generation. UNNES art conservation mechanism and limitation. To carry out the task of conserving traditional arts, UNNES must determine the areas, types, mechanism, boundaries, and art implementers to limit the type of art that are conserved. UNNES focuses on doing conservation of 4 types of art. First is traditional dance, second is traditional performing arts, third is traditional musical arts, and 4, traditional handcrafted items. UNNES must consider the capabilities and experts who are looking to get optimal results in art conservation, the limitation of art that UNNES conserves. Follow, first, North and South Coast, coastal traditional arts, including the Demak, Semarang, Banyumas, and so on. And second, a traditional arts campus band in a circular area. Third, North and South Coast coastal batik craft art. And fourth, Java traditional Chinese art. And 5, traditional arts education and training for children and adolescents. And 6, traditional arts education and training for art teachers and general teachers.
Natural resource and environment conservation. Indonesia has abundant natural resources, both on land, in the waters, and in the air. The abundance of natural resources that we have is the basic capital of nation development in our fields. Conservation of living natural resources and their ecosystem is the management of living natural resources whose utilization is carried out wisely to ensure the continuity of the supply while maintaining and improving the quality of diversity and its value. In simple terms, biological natural resource conservation activity include 3 elements: protection, preservation, and sustainable use. UNNES has established 5 main programs to support the pillar of natural resource and environment conservation. First, biodiversity conservation. Conservation of biodiversity at UNNES includes 3 elements of interrelated conservation activity: protecting and serving biodiversity, studying biodiversity, and utilizing biodiversity wisely. Green architecture and internal transport. Green architecture is a conceptual approach to building that is more visible in the 25 until 13 years period. As a sustainable design, green architecture is a simple design that minimizes the impact of buildings on the environment. Some concepts about green architecture. First, sustainability. Building designed not only for present but well considered for the future. 2. Materials. In green buildings, the concentration process itself is also considered. Materials that reduce waste or are recyclable contribute to natural resource and the environment. 3. Energy efficiency. Green buildings are designed to reduce dependence on fossil fuels for land use. Since lighting and building orientation play an important role in green architecture, green buildings are put in place to take advantage of the climate and the surrounding environment. 5. Waste reduction. Green buildings are designed to reduce waste by using modular concentration system, recycled products, and efficient use of material. Internal transportation. Internal transportation is a program that uses environmentally friendly campus internal transportation. Transportation refers to vehicles that reduce the impact of our and mass population, like bike, bicycle,
Waste management. Waste management is a series of programs consisting of activities for reducing, storing, collecting, transportation, processing, and or landfilling waste. Paperless policy. The goal is to reduce paper usage, but not eliminate paper usage, because it is almost impossible for university and office not to use paper. Clean energy. This program is an effort to renewable energy source and use efficient energy technology with an energy-saving culture. The activities to be carried out are application of energy-efficient equipment, intensification of search and utilization of renewable energy source with local materials, application of energy-saving technology and energy management in the power generation sector or concept using hybrid energy.
So this brings me to the end of our presentation, and to summarize the main point of our presentation, I would like to summarize that we have 3 pillars of conservation. There are 1. Conservation of value and character. Students should have a good attitude and good value of conservation. 2. We have conservation of art and culture. We have to prevent the death of traditional arts by making an effort to document and teach the next generation about the traditional arts, culture, and etc. And 3. Conservation of nature. We have to support the pillars of natural resources and environment conservation, and that we have to support the program of UNNES to establish the nature resources. And that's all from us. We're sorry if in advance there's a wrong word that is not understood. And thank you guys so much. I love you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.